Alright, what's going on, Forgotten Nation? I'm your host, FG. Welcome back to some more of the Fancy Pants Adventures. Last we left off, we took a run through World 2 and saw some of the changes that it had to offer. And for today's bonus episode, now we're going to be taking a look at some of the extra features that the game has to offer. And it starts here in the Canopy Forest. Remember, when we did the LP, we actually took the higher road. However, when we played the next stage, we actually started from the bottom route. Had I kept going and not went back to the home, we would actually start the stage in the upper route. And it's here that we're able to get the 1 star that we weren't able to in the LP. Because to get the last star in the stage, you have to take the higher route. But first things first, we're going to grab ourselves an award. And seeing the forest theme, let's go with the frog hats. Alright. So, wait for it now. Wait for it. Here we go. So, welcome to the high road of level 4's Rolling Bayou. And it's here that we're going to see a snail shell, but we're going to want to take that on, because up there we have some bat spiders. I always want to call them spiders for some reason, but they're bats. That was one of the ongoing struggles throughout the LP. I kept debating calling them spiders, but they're bats. But anyways, so we got options. Because we have the pencil, we don't need to use the snail shell, so what we're going to do is equip it, and, too soon. And do this. Pencil. Best thing they ever added. Alright, but we're going to continue forward. And there's a bit of a predestined path. So all we got to do is follow it. And right there we're going to see the last star that we need to collect. So, let's hop right up. Spin around, get some of these squiggles, but right there. So that is all the stars that World 3 has to offer. And if you continue this way, there's a couple more squiggles if you get them over here. And there we go. You do not need the snail shell. It's only for the beginning. And once you drop down, it's just like the rest of the stage. So, that's how you get the last star that's blocked off only to the high route of the Canopy Forest. Or is it the Rolling Bayou? I forget already. But with that in mind, let's check out some of the other features that the game has to offer that I didn't show off in the LP. Let's get to it. Alright, so back in the home, there's 2 arcade cabinets. One is exclusive to single player, and the other is exclusive to co-op. However, these are known as the fancy arcade machines. And this is where you're able to replay the challenges along with some exclusive challenges they can only find within the arcade cabinets. And with the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3, there was leaderboard support. So back when this game was active, a lot of people would compete online for the highest score. And you'd also be able to see their percent in the game overall. So it's fun little stuff. As I mentioned though, some of the stages are exclusive, so I'm going to show off one here. So if you like the challenges, there's quite a bit of replayability to them. You can play some of the challenges that you already beat, or you can try some of the new ones. However, being 2018 going on 2019, you're probably going to not find that many people playing anymore. So what you see in the leaderboard is likely going to be fixed. And that part kind of sucks. It does suck to go back to an old game and have leaderboards in a fixed state. Because those names, those top 10, are probably etched into the history boards now. But it's a fun little companion to the game. Plus, if you have friends that played Fancy Pants Adventures, it's always fun to compete for the high score. Oh, I wanted to slide down here. And me, personally liking the race mode, it's great to have a couple more courses that you're able to participate in. But I was not going fast enough, so let's try this again. Get that spring over here. There we go. So yeah, there's a lot of competition, a lot of speed, and a lot of emphasis on challenge with these. It's a lot of fun. And of course, you also have the ranking system. So if you get it within a set amount of time, you are able to go for the gold, the silver, or the bronze. It's a side thing. It's great if you want an extra challenge to the game, but it's nothing required for 100%. So, take it as you see it. Alright, so with the Xbox 360 version also came Xbox Live. And if you had a PlayStation 3, there was the PlayStation Network. And for what it is, you're able to not only play the game online, but there's also some exclusive modes that were also available to the service. One of which I do remember was a King of the Hill mode, where you'd have to basically hold on to a bunch of squiggles and not get damaged in the process. So it was kind of like a who can hold the ground the longest kind of deal. But then again, I haven't played this in years, and there's not many people still playing this game in 2018, 2019. And that part kind of sucks. However, the best way with the game online was the story mode, because you could essentially bring 3 other people from online into the story mode with you. So it was a little fun to play with more people. Especially say that you had a hard time with one of the challenges, or you had trouble trying to get all the squiggles. 4 is better than 1. And I wish I could show this off today, but the problem is, as I mentioned, not a lot of people are playing online, and I don't have anyone around here to help me with it. So I'm not going to be able to show this off, sadly, but for what it was great. One of the major complaints about the game, though, is that this service was short-lived. So even when this game first came out, there really wasn't that many people playing online. And that was a bit of a shame, honestly. That was a shame. But for what it was, the game did support online, and it was a blast. So back with World 1, I actually did showcase this room in the beginning. This is where you first start the game, where you're woken up by the mayor to go pursue the training area. However, to the right is the closet, and this is where you're able to access all the collectibles you get throughout the game, some of which are exclusive to only the challenges, and the rest you get by either playing stages over again or going for the multiplayer. And there's quite a bit of diversity this time around, whereas Worlds 1 and 2 only featured pants colors, this one actually features both hats and pencil weapons as well. So you really are able to freely stylize Fancy Pants as you see him. And I love that they had a little more diversity with the costumes this time around. Nothing wrong with pants colors, but it's cool to be able to wield a crown and a lightsaber with blue pants. It's great. But anyways, going back down here, you also see these are all the messages in the bottle that we picked up from Cutie Pants along the journey. And you are able to reread them, so say that you skipped one on accident, or you didn't read it all the way, you can come back here and read it to your leisure. And just like the top where it says percentage, down here actually shows all your collectibles. And when you get all the collectibles, the bulletin board will turn red to signify that you got them all. But anyways, up top, our final percent is a 64%. And a couple of reasons it's a little lower. I know I got 100% with World 1, but throughout the LP, I've been switching between my save file on hard drive and my save file on cloud. Why? Because if you mess up, you don't want to replay the whole game over again just to do another take with the recording. But the other reason, of course, is that it also accounts for the squiggles. And of course, I didn't collect all the squiggles through the game, so it's going to be slightly low. So, give or take the 64% as you see it, but just keep in mind that some of this is 100%. We did get all the stars, we did take on all the micro challenges, so for what it is, I would say it's a pretty successful run. But the bulletin board here says 64%. But anyways, that's going to be everything that there is to offer for the Fancy Pants Adventures on console. Stick around as I do a review of the console version, and stick around because there is one more thing we have to check out for this LP before we can call it complete. Because believe it or not, World 3 eventually did make it to the Flash. That's right, there is a web version of World 3 out there that Brad Bourne actually published himself. So, for the finale of the Fancy Pants Adventures, we'll be playing the Flash version of World 3. Of course, if you guys liked the video, be sure to leave a like or comment below. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. We're going back to the internet, baby! Seriously, no, I can finally pack away the 360. I had to bring this thing all the way downstairs that was like hooked up to the main TV upstairs. And it's a lot of wires. It's a lot of wires.